and then head to our red buff. I see an Izanami, missed the 2, which is a little unfortunate, but I think we have the damage. Merlin's able to get some poke off. I have my 1 in just a few seconds, able to get the first kill. So that's 500 gold in our pocket. That is an excellent way to start off jungle games with Ravana. Ravan. We're going to call him Ravin, even though he has an A at the end of his name. So now that we've secured our red buff, we're going to take a look at theirs. We see Poseidon here. We're going to see if there's anything we can do to engage on him. Going to blink. I think we can just fight into this. We have the health. He's one shot, so we just need a basic and he should be able to go down. I really hope he doesn't get away. Oh, I think he's going to get away. Line attack. Oh, baby. So we're able to get that. We have been missing out on some farm, but we have been dominating them in the jungle, so I think that that's probably a worth trade. We get our damage off, we're going to go ahead and back off because our team was closing in. What do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we have a viewer requested video of Robin in the jungle. If you are new to the channel, we are going to take a look at a game and see what went right, what went wrong, go over the build, go over the character, and go over the decisions made in the game. If you are a returning viewer, we have a very exciting game today. Robin is super strong in the early game, and if you can establish an early game dominance, you will be able to invade and establish a lead for the early to mid game, but Robin really does drop off late game. So let's go ahead and review Robin's kit. Robin's 1 is going to be a small cone attack that is going to apply a slow. It is excellent for doing damage and then following up with basic attacks. Robin's 2, he's going to do a backflip and shoot a shockwave forward, and it's also going to provide him with CC immunity. So this is going to be your ability you use to dodge other abilities. Your 3 is going to be a line attack that roots enemy gods. It's going to root the first enemy god hit, and it's going to provide a heal up to 1 god and up to 3 minions. Then Robin's ultimate, he's going to leap in. If he lands on an enemy god, the enemy is going to take 10% more damage from all damage sources, and then Robin is going to get scaling damage mitigation as the game goes on and as he puts points into his ult. Robin's passive is as he lands basic attacks, he's going to gain a shield and a increase to his movement speed. This is going to allow him to really clear the early jungle camps. So going over the build, we are starting with the the Assassin's Blessing in jungle, and then we're going to be wanting to go tier 1 of the Crusher. So right here, we are clearing blue buff. We started as we normally do. We go speed, harpies, blue. We're going to make a rotation mid, see if we can blink in on anybody and make a difference. Merlin is calling out that the enemy's missing mid, so I'm actually just going to take the safe back route and then head to our red buff. I see an Izanami, missed the 2, which is a little unfortunate, but I think we have the damage. Merlin's able to get some poke off. I have my 1 in just a few seconds, able to get the first kill. So that's 500 gold in our pocket. That is an excellent way to start off jungle games with Ravana. Ravin. We're going to call him Ravin, even though he has an A at the end of his name. So now that we've secured our red buff, we're going to take a look at theirs. We see Poseidon here. We're going to see if there's anything we can do to engage on him. Going to blink. I think we can just fight into this. We have the health. He's one shot, so we just need a basic and he should be able to go down. I really hope he doesn't get away. Oh, I think he's going to get away. Line attack. Oh, baby. So we're able to get that. We have been missing out on some farm, but we have been dominating them in the jungle, so I think that that's probably a worth trade. We get our damage off, we're going to go ahead and back off because our team was closing in. Now we're going to secure the red buff to gain some XP. So a lot of early game aggression. We were able to convert that early game aggression into a red buff invade. Currently, our red buff is still up and our speed is up, so we are a little behind in terms of the rotations onto our camps, and they invaded our red buff, so we actually don't need to back. We have enough health and a decent amount of mana that between hitting the camps we should be able to balance out our health and mana as we clear jungle camps from the passive on the Assassin's Blessing. So I'm just using an ability and then some basic attacks to build up some mana reserves. And if I wanted to build some health, I would use 2 abilities per camp. Gonna go ahead and hit Jungle Shrine to get that 25 gold. So our clear on this second pass at all the camps are going to be a little bit slower than the first one. That's because the camps are going to scale as time goes on in the game. They're going to gain more protections and health. But we have not gained any more power or any other stats since the first rotation, so the camps are going to be a little tankier, and we have no bonus stats other than the base damage on our 1. We hit our speed Harpies blue. We're going to make a rotation mid. There is no mid Harpy available, so we're going to go into our jungle, check red and check the small Harpies. We might be able to apply some pressure onto the Seanyb. We missed the 1. We missed the 3, we get the 1 off. We got a little bit of poke off. And then, obviously, if you want to be super good with Ravana, don't miss abilities. It's a lot easier said than done. But we're going to make our way to the red buff. Go ahead and secure this. We are 2-0-1, so we just want to keep establishing our lead early game. We're going to hit these back Harpies. We are trying to be a farm machine. Our speed should be up, and we have enough money to buy an item, so we're going to go ahead and back. And then we're going to be going into the Talaria boots, and this is going to allow us to really zoom around in the jungle early game and clear camps faster than the enemy jungler. I think the only real trade-off with Ravana is you typically go power boots, and yes, the power is nice and it's going to make your ability sit a little bit harder, but we know that we're going to have a rough late game, so we want to get our early and mid game online as soon as possible, and I think the bonus movement speed is going to allow us to level faster than the power boots. So that's my thought process behind going Talaria boots. We might be able to make a rotation onto Yorm. Looks like Sobek's doing good damage. I think we can blink in, use the 3, use the 1, use the ult. Boom. Able to get the kill, dunked on the Yorm. That's 3-0-1. Now we're going to make a rotation mid. Oh, no, we're going to go for the blue. Always want to be getting the farm that's available. Making our way mid. Let's see if these side Harpies are here. They are, so we're going to secure these with Merlin. It looks like the jungler is over in left lane. I have not shown any love to left lane so far this game out of 2 rotations, so probably in this 3rd or 4th rotation of speed buff, then Harpies, then blue, then over, we will make an appearance in dual lane. So right now just bullying mid is a valid strategy. We want to get this Merlin ahead. He is 2 levels ahead, so he probably doesn't need our assistance as much as dual lane. That's just a little mental note now that we're looking back at the gameplay. So we're able to drop the purple, and we're going to go back to the back Harpies. We just want to keep farming. We do not have enough for the Crusher, so we're going to make our way over to speed and start another rotation. Another small thing, if you're still hanging around, Ravana does have an attack chain, so it's like a 1, 2, and then his 3rd ability deals the most damage, or his 3rd basic attack deals the most damage. Just a small little thing to note. Blue's not up, so we might be able to rotate over and make a difference here. We miss our 3. And then Yorm's just able to ult out, so we're just going to disengage. Go ahead and secure this totem of kill. It's going to buy us a little time for the blue buff to spawn, and then we should be able to rotate back to the blue buff. So now we have the timers on our speed and blue buff set up in a way that we can make a rotation to solo lane while we wait for the blue buff to spawn. We have enough money for Crusher, so we're going to go ahead and backpick that item up, and the reason we are going this item is because it has great stats and has a good passive for the early game. It's going to provide us power, some flat pen, and some attack speed. The attack speed feels really synergetic with Ravana because he's able to get the shield. And then the passive on the item is all of your abilities are going to do bonus damage through tick over time if you land it on an enemy god. And since we have 4 damaging abilities, it just really works out really well on Ravana. So now we're going to make that famous rotation left to see if there's anything we can do. We kind of just boxed for Skadi. Our appearance might have been enough there. We're going to go ahead and secure this purple with her. Going to make a way back to red. Our red has been invaded because I took too long to get it. We're going to check left again. We get the root off. There's the jump. So now we should be able to ult. And then Skadi's able to clean up the kill. We get the slow off. That's the important one. Now we're going to try to hit him with basics until our 3 is up. Our 3 is up. We're going to hit that. And we're able to get the kill with some basic attacks. Speed is up. It looks like we're going to make a rotation mid, see if there's an Izanami that we can gank. We're going to kind of hide behind this wall. Hope she steps up just a little bit. She does, but she probably still has her dash. We miss our 3. I don't know why we keep missing our 3 onto Izanami. Now we're going to check their red. So our speed is up. We could be going back for speed and starting a rotation. The last point that I made about having the blue buff set up to where now I have time to gank solo, that's gone because I didn't hit speed right away. So after the Crusher and Talaria boots, we're going to start building into Transcendence. Transcendence is just a great item if you're looking for power in the late game. It's going to provide a lot of power, give you some mana, and also convert your mana to power while also giving you 10% cooldown at full stacks. All around, I think Transcendence is just like if you want power, that's the item you buy. In terms of build order, it's not the best first item to start before boots or buy before boots. In some situations, like if you have the money, it could be worth it, but if you are not snowballing, it's not really cost effective as a second or first item. However, in the third slot, it is a very good item. I would say the Talaria boots, the Crusher, and Transcendence are kind of the core items on the build. Once we have those 3, that'll carry us through the mid game, and then we really just want to build to be helpful in the late game. So the problem with Ravana late game is he really only has 2 abilities with an escape. If you use the 2 smartly, you're using it as an escape to avoid damage. So you're going to get in, you're going to root, you're going to apply the slow, and then you're going to basic attack. While in late game, if you try to basic attack, you're usually going to get blown up by their mages or their frontline. It's really easy to do well in the early game and really hard to do well in the late game with Ravana. So we are level 12 at 12 minutes. We are on pace for a 20 by 20.
Enemy missing middle. Prudent to leave an eye here.
Looks like we're going to make our way back to our speed. We're going to tag up this wave a little bit.
On my way.
I see there is an issue going on in solo lane, so I'm going to make a rotation, see if there's anything I can do. I missed my 3 again. We're going to ult to avoid the whirlpool. We missed the ultimate, so unfortunately I think Poseidon's going to be able to get out. That is an Izanami ult, so there's 3 people in this jungle. Merlin's able to come in and secure a kill. It's always very helpful to have a mid laner who's going to rotate to help you. We're going to rotate back. I don't think this Yorm is ready to be set free quite yet. Now we're going to make a rotation, and from here, since we're starting deep in jungle, we're actually going to go blue first, and then make our way back to our speed, and then probably back. We have enough money for Transcendence, so that's most likely up. So we're going to back and then start going to speed. Probably hit the jungle shrine, and then move over to right jungle, or left jungle, to start securing the red buff. So their mid is rotated over to solo. Nobody's in mid right now. Gonna get the yellow. Hit the jungle. Oh, we're just gonna skip the jungle shrine. 25 gold isn't worth it. We're in hyper farm mode. We're gonna go straight for the red buff. Hyper farm mode is working out for us because we are level 14, highest level in the lobby. We blink, we use our 3, we probably didn't need to blink right there, but we haven't used it in a while, so I thought why not. That is something I could have 2'd, but unfortunately I was using my 1. I'm on cooldown, there's nothing I can really do, so I'm just going to let him walk out. Poseidon's able to get his sick pluck, we're able to get a root, Merlin's able to follow up with the damage. That is the beauty of a Sobek solo. Looks like Izanami's trying to tussle. We're going to see if we can make an appearance. She's hanging back, so we are going to make a rotation over to left, see what's going on in this lane. We do have our ultimate if He jumps. He's going to jump towards our tower, which is towards Scotty. So that works out very nicely. Just the pressure of showing up in lane was enough to drive him into our teammate, who was able to confirm the kill. So we got Transcendence online, we got 10 stacks going, we are 4-0-5. We are handling this early and mid game fantastically. (17-3). Surprised the enemy team has lasted this long in the game. Surprised they didn't surrender at 10. We're going to see if there's anything we can do. We hit our ultimate, we hit our 1, and we get him with the basic attack. So that makes us 5-0-5. And we're going to go ahead and back. Now that we're in base, we're going to start building into Heartseeker. Heartseeker is just an all-around amazing item. It's going to remove a percentage of their health on top of your normal damage. It makes it to where if you use an ability on a Guardian, it's going to feel like you're actually doing damage, which is always nice. And then once we have Heartseeker online, I think that's really all the damage we need in terms of purely offensive items. We might want to pick up some utility, so like a Brawler's Beat Stick has anti-heal. Yes, it also has power, but that's more of a utility item. So we probably, after Heartseeker, would go like Mantle of Discord, and then pick up Brawler's Beat Stick afterwards for the anti-heal. We're going to go into left lane, clean it up because nobody is here. He is in mid, but I have faith in Merlin, so I don't think I need to rotate over to help. I think Merlin's going to be able to get it. We got an Achilles just standing. There he goes. Starts moving. He rotates back. We're going to get a little bit of damage off, but he's able to leap up before our 1 hits. So you're going to want to max out the 1, then max out the 3, and then max out the 2 while putting points into your ult whenever you can. Sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. We are level 18 at 17 minutes, so we are having a great game. On track for 20 by 20. Just being a farm machine, hitting all the camps possible. Our team is really far pushed up on right. I feel like they don't really need me, especially since they're getting picks. So we're just going to keep up the farm game. Make the call to go for Pyromancer. I don't think anyone on our team... Scotty's coming, so we might... Oh, Scotty's dead. So never mind, we're not going to be going Pyromancer. And the enemy team surrenders, which is unfortunate. Well, that was our Ravana game, super strong early game. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like that, please subscribe for future videos. And if you want to see any particular god played, leave it in the comment down below. As always, thanks for stopping by, appreciate your time, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.